Locked in last for Team Liquid. That's the draft. That's our thoughts on it. Let's throw it over to the casters, get their thoughts.
I'm just saying, Malphite would have gone so hard here for Impact.
Yeah. For APA.
Oh, this is trouble for Jan here. The passive is stacked. He does cleanse. He's likely to have to flash as well. Are they going to flash to follow? They will not. The Electro just barely did not kill him. But Core's going to have to flash, and he may have flashed too late. The boomerang blade from B-Boy cuts him in half to start game 4.
Really extended the tempo lead they got off of that failed top play from Team Liquid. And I feel like slowly turned it into this Drake, unless I missed someone missing a lane assignment or taking a late recall by Shopify, because from the
Oh, Fudge is behind ABA here, and they're calling up contracts, so they're going to look for another play here. He has no flash. The satchel has to be good, but he's going to get knocked back, and this time he's got nowhere to go, so he's just going to go for the wave, accept his fate here. Contracts kills him. At least ABA gets...
He wants to clutch up on the Ziggs, but Shopify are trying to make that lower bracket run of their own. They swept 100 Thieves. They were up 2-0 against Team Liquid, and they got a pretty big lead here in Game 4.
And as TL are kind of looking for this play on the bot side, Palafox kind of posturing up, moving up, Fudge was actually able to get that top tier 1, right? So that's absolutely huge for Shopify. And now B-Boy and Sayus are able to push up and get a lot of damage on this mid-tier 1 as well.
Yeah, it is getting very low. I mean, when you have all these winning lanes, all these pushing lanes, the Grubs are going to get a lot done for you. Core JJ looking. It's going to be spell shielded on the ultimate, but they're going to try to turn it on to Sayos. Sayos pops the flash, pops the heal. It is not enough. Not by a long shot. They do get the kill, but it is
because
just...
as we just saw, they were able to take 0 turret plates in that first 14
Impact
minutes.
Could be in some trouble. They're going to be ulting over the wall, looking for him. Do they have the damage to finish him off? Looks like he should be able to walk it out, but they just want to try to dive it. Excuse me, the distort damage there as Palafox goes forward is more than enough.
Yeah, as this Herald was dropped on the top side for APA, he will be able to get this turret because he is a Ziggs. But I really love that from Shopify, right? Like recognizing when they can go in. Contracts on this Nefiri. We've talked about how many openings and how many games he's carried on this specific champion. I remember the first time, or the second time we played it, I think C9 were like, yeah, we thought that champ was terrible, and then we had to deal with Contracts playing it, and it was really good. But I love how they've been overloading sides when they can and getting picks onto TL, making it difficult for them to set up on the map.
And that could be a bit of a blueprint for how they try and play the rest of this game out. I know we talked about Impact wanting to stack armor and get team fights, but with the way that B-Boy's been able to shove waves, it's giving Shopify a little bit of extra time. And even though Fudge isn't itemized to kill Impact, if he could just trade with him, Palafox would have the time to go execute him on a side lane, and now this next Drake is what's being contested.
Yeah, Impact, Core, and Yuji trying to fight their way in, but it is difficult here as Palafox is on the side, and he's going to get spawned by Jan, but Jan is just taking so much damage from Palafox. Does chunk him down to about a third HP, so I think that's going to be that for that dragon fight. TL realized with Jan chunk that low, there's nothing they can do.
Yeah, this mid-game power spike from Palafox. He's got a 1,000 gold lead against the Ziggs. He's got upgraded Ludens. He's got a lot of upfront damage. So if you're not
Palafox obviously in an incredibly strong position. Definitely his best early game by far. Got the matchup he wanted here. Has done a lot of work with it. They are going to find Fudge, but is it going to be enough? Yuji trying to get over the wall. Is going to have to use his ult to get over the wall. Now they're locking down Fudge, and Fudge is just going to have to accept his fate. It's a good shutdown there. Yuji gets the kill, and now they're going to look to pressure bot here with the Ziggs.
Could be a lot of gold. The UG Core JJ kill squad is the only thing keeping them in this game. He's going Collector Viego as well after this Triforce, so he's looking for a carry angle in this one. He's going to be able to get half this turret gold as well and try to continue to accelerate himself in this game.
And we touched on, obviously, the amount of poke damage that Palafox can do, but so can Lethality.
I know in that coach interview, Spawn said that Shopify's this very deliberate kind of heavyweight team, and that's how they're maneuvering around the map. They're not really taking any risks. They're making sure to just gobble up every possible CS. Now with Otacon, they're setting up for the next Drake.
Yeah, they are here and they are ready. We'll see if TL wants to fight. Impact has not yet based. He does have the teleport available, but he is pretty low on mana, would have some gold ready to go also. Instead, it looks like they're just going to try to go for the top lane tier 2. They're going to send the Ziggs up there and try to trade for that. See if they can get some more gold injected into their team.
And we see the response from Shopify as soon as they recognize that. Palafox is actually up on the tier 2 bot, and he's going to get it before, depending on Ziggs, yeah, there we go, before APA and Impact are actually able to choose.
They're really close until they lose the game.
Yep.
But now it is about them and their evolution here. They did lose one game, so the streak is broken, but they still would have won 6 out of their last 7 games if they can clean this up, and they're in a great position to do it. Would be back-to-back sweeps over teams that pretty much everyone unanimously does not find him. Impact has to go back to base, but they've lost control over mid lane here as Palafox still looking for more on the side. They're just going to take the inhibitor tower in their face.
Massive chunk onto Impact. Up. B-Boy might be in trouble. No, it's going to be Core that could.
They can't get the execute. Core really wanted the reset here.
Yeah, Yuji in some trouble.
It's going to be in that finals with the momentum that they have. Contract's going to be able to pick up this uncontested Infernal Drake that's going to put them on soul point. I think Team Liquid is hoping that APA can get to a point where his ult flies over the top of some Core JJCC and Yuji has a good flank and they can get.
We'll see if they can actually lock him down. He's just going to go into APA and he's looking to just burst APA down. The chain doesn't quite connect, but it doesn't even matter. He flashes forward. You bring another. You better bring more.
So Shopify might turn for a fight here.
Yeah, they see that Seos and Fudge are in the area. Yuji trying to get escorted in. The Baron getting incredibly low. Yuji's got to get in there. Impact on the side is fighting B-Boy, but it's Yuji being forced over the wall. He just gets pushed out. Core is dead. TLR crumbling. Yan is going to follow. B-Boy may die to Impact, but he flashes back over the wall, stays alive, and now Impact is on the wrong side of the map with no one there to help him. Palafox is going hunting for top laners while the rest of the team is back on the Baron. He is spotted, does TP out to safety. But it is 2 members down. It is the Baron going to Shopify. It is Shopify getting that much closer to heading to finals weekend.
And Shopify is just a completely different team than the Shopify that started
the. He is still leveraging this bot side pressure while Shopify up. Core might be dead again.
Yeah, Core looking like he's just going to get chased down here, trying to run, but there is nowhere to go. Palafox is on the hunt.
Team Liquid here, it's a 4v5 and they're trying to withstand this Baron push. They'll probably lose 2 inhibitors. Let's see how Shopify play this.
We'll see if they can lose even more. There's the stun. The Ziggs ulti barely does not connect. Palafox able to distort out to safety there. Dodges the True Shot Barrage. Dodges the Mega Infernal Bomb. And that is 2 of the biggest tools. And he just wants more. Goes in. The chains does not connect onto APA. So APA will just go back to the base. Try to stay safe here. But this is 2 inhibitors falling in a hurry. It's TL not really hanging on here. Just trying to delay the push. The death cap now completed for APA. Does he have the wave clear to be able to stand against this Baron push? That is the real question. But it's Shopify. They're just constantly poking away, not giving them any room to breathe.
They feel so confident they could just back away and get the Infernal Soul, but they're actually going to go for maybe the end. This Nexus turret's falling as well.
The first Nexus tower is down. The poke landing on the core. Core is incredibly low. Palafox goes in, tries to finish him off. Can't quite do it, but it's Yan going back. Palafox is looking for more. Impact is in the front line, but he is alone by himself. He is down. The Nexus is exposed, and Shopify will not be denied. They sweep 100 Thieves. They take down TL, and they head to finals weekend.
Shopify!